On the 30th of September 2015, Russia launched a military intervention in Syria after a request by the government of Bashar al-Assad for military support in its fight against the Syrian opposition and Islamic State (IS) in the Syrian civil war. Since then, for about 10 years, Russian forces, including the Wagner Group, have been sustaining the Assad regime. But all that is now history. On December 8th, following a swift offensive lasting under 2 weeks, Syrian opposition forces advanced into Damascus and announced the downfall of Bashar al-Assad's government. Assad has taken refuge in Russia. After 54 years in power, the al-Assad family's rule in Syria has come to an end. This event has far-reaching consequences, and the aftershocks are being felt in the Kremlin. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the fall of the Assad regime in Syria is a grave blow to Russia. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte, an industry-leading Big Four auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Military cooperation between Moscow and Tehran deepened since the launch of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Russia faced a shortage of PGMs, precision-guided munitions, and several other key weapons. Iran provided it with Shahed-136 drones and Fath-360 short-range ballistic missiles. So we can say that Iran has been a dependable ally for Russian President Vladimir Putin. Assad's fall is a big blow for Iran. It's invested around $40 to $50 billion since 2012 and even sent many fighters to help the Assad regime. With Assad gone and Israel making its moves in Syria, Iran's access to the region is now significantly reduced. Tehran will now find it difficult to support its already tottering proxies, Hezbollah and Hamas. Viewers may note that Iranian weapons packages made their way through Syria. So we can say that a key Russian ally is now handicapped. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has accused the United States and Israel of orchestrating the toppling of former Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, while also blaming a neighboring country of Syria. There should be no doubt that what happened in Syria was the result of a joint American Zionist plot. Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, and Turkey all share borders with Syria, and Turkey has long supported certain Syrian opposition forces. The ouster of Bashar al-Assad has resulted in a major problem for Russia, which has direct consequences for the country's force projection capability. Russia has 2 bases in Syria, the Tartus naval base and the Hamam air base. The Tartus naval base, Russia's sole port beyond the borders of the former Soviet Union, has served as a key hub for its Mediterranean operations since 1971. The base was initially leased to the Soviet Union by Syria, and even after the collapse of the USSR, Russia retained it as the relationship between the two countries was strong. Tartus offers essential refueling and maintenance services for Russian warships, including nuclear submarines, enabling them to bypass long return journeys to Black Sea ports via the Turkish Straits. The base was used when Russian forces invaded Crimea in 2012, and Tartus-hosted ships played significant roles during the early days of the invasion of Ukraine. It's not hard to see that it's a very crucial military infrastructure for Russia. Images taken by Maxar on the 10th of December show some ships that have left the Tartus naval base and are currently sitting offshore in the Mediterranean Sea. Established in 2015 near Latakia, Hamamim Air Base has become a vital asset for Russia, functioning as the primary launch site for airstrikes during the Syrian civil war. Constructed on a converted civilian airport, the base features robust air defense systems. Hamamim has also been instrumental in supporting the logistical operations of Russia's Wagner Group in Africa, a region where the Kremlin is actively expanding its influence. Serving as a hub for Russian air operations, the base enables swift intervention across the broader region. If Russia is forced to permanently withdraw from these two bases, then this would definitely be a strategic defeat and perhaps the end of Putin's ambitions in the Middle East. Russia was simply unable to protect its ally. This is, of course, a humiliation, but this is not the first time. Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan had criticized the Russian-led CSTO for failing to support Armenia when it faced Azerbaijan's aggression. Speaking at the CSTO summit in Yerevan, the capital of Armenia, on November 23, 2022, Pashinyan said that it was depressing that Armenia's membership in the CSTO has failed to contain Azerbaijani aggression. He said this had been hugely damaging to the CSTO's image, both in our country and abroad. Viewers may note that Armenia requested military help in September 2022 after deadly clashes broke out between the two Caucasus neighbors, but the CSTO responded only by sending its Secretary General to the conflict zone and offering to set up a working group to examine the situation. The Collective Security Treaty Organization, or CSTO, is an intergovernmental military alliance in Eurasia consisting of 6 post-Soviet states: Armenia, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan. It was established in October 2002 and is essentially a counter to NATO or the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Similar to Article 5 of the NATO and the Inter-American Treaty of Reciprocal Assistance, Article 4 of the Collective Security Treaty, CST, establishes that aggression against one signatory would be perceived as aggression against all. The CSTO Charter reaffirmed the desire of all participating states to abstain from the use or threat of force. Importantly, signatories are prohibited from joining other military alliances. With Russia failing to safeguard its allies more than once in quick succession, Russia's influence in the region and among its partners will be reduced.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.